Welcome to ChatterNest, your cozy corner to learn English naturally. Let's dive into today's story, Visiting Grandma's House for the Weekend. Listen carefully to how daily life moments are expressed in simple English.
Last Friday afternoon, I packed my weekend bag with a few clothes, my toothbrush, and a book I'd been meaning to finish. My mum reminded me to take the jar of homemade jam for Grandma. As I zipped up the bag, I felt a mix of excitement and calm. Visiting Grandma's house was always special. We left early Saturday morning. The drive through the countryside was beautiful. Rolling hills, sheep grazing, and cozy cottages passed by as we chatted about family and school. Dad told stories from his childhood, many of which took place at Grandma's house. When we finally arrived, Grandma was already waiting at the doorstep, wearing her favorite floral apron. She waved excitedly and gave me the warmest hug. Her house always smelled of fresh bread and lavender, a comforting mix that made it feel like home. We unpacked quickly. I took my things up to the guest room, the one with the patchwork quilt Grandma had sewn herself. There was an old wooden dresser, family photos on the wall, and a view of her vegetable garden. Our weekend was packed with simple joys. On Saturday morning, we helped Grandma bake her famous apple pie. She showed me how to peel apples properly and shared tips for making the crust just right. Flour flew everywhere, and we laughed until our stomachs hurt. Later that day, I helped Dad mow the lawn and trim the hedges. Meanwhile, Mum helped Grandma sort out the pantry and label her homemade preserves. We also polished the wooden furniture and gave the front porch a good sweep. That evening, we sat together in the living room. The fireplace crackled as we played board games and sipped hot chocolate. Grandma shared stories about her youth, especially about how she and Grandpa met. Even though I had heard the stories before, I still listened closely, smiling at the familiar details. Sunday morning began with a hearty breakfast, toast, eggs, and fresh juice. After that, we walked to the nearby farmer's market. I carried the basket while Grandma selected carrots, tomatoes, and a bunch of daisies for the kitchen table. We also picked up some fresh milk and her favorite tea. When we got back, we cleaned up the kitchen. Grandma asked me to help with the dishes while Mum vacuumed the rugs and Dad repaired a leaky tap. I also folded laundry, watered the houseplants, and helped tidy up the attic. After lunch, we spent some time in the garden. Grandma showed me how to plant herbs and even let me take home a small pot of mint. We also picked some strawberries and enjoyed them with cream. As the day came to a close, I packed my bag again. This time, it held more than clothes. It carried warm memories, the smell of fresh pie, and Grandma's soft kiss on my forehead. Before we left, she slipped a wrapped parcel into my hands, a knitted scarf she'd made just for me. On the drive home, I leaned against the window, thinking about the weekend. In a world that moves so fast, time at Grandma's house felt like a gentle pause. A reminder of what really matters: love, family, and the little things. Do you have a special memory with your grandparents? Tell us in the comments. Now let's explore the 20 useful phrasal verbs you just heard in the story. Each one is explained simply with 2 real-life examples. 1. Drop by, meaning visit someone informally or unexpectedly. I decided to drop by Grandma's house after work. My cousins always drop by on Sundays for tea. 2. Set off, meaning begin a journey. We set off early to avoid traffic. They set off for Grandma's house just after breakfast. 3. Pick up, meaning collect someone or something. We picked up some flowers on the way. I'll pick you up at 4 p.m. 4. Come over, meaning visit someone's home. My aunt came over to see Grandma. Do you want to come over this weekend? 5. Tidy up, meaning clean or organize. Grandma asked me to tidy up my room. Let's tidy up before dinner. 6. Help out, meaning assist someone with something. I helped out with the dishes after lunch. Can you help out in the kitchen? 7. Get along with, meaning have a good relationship. I really get along with my cousins. She gets along well with Grandma. 8. Set up, meaning prepare something. We set up the table for dinner. Let's set up the guest room for you. 9. Warm up, meaning heat food or a room. She warmed up the soup for lunch. Let me warm up the room. It's cold. 10. Look after, meaning take care of someone or something. Grandma looked after us when we were kids. Can you look after the baby for a while? 11. Run out of, meaning use all of something. We ran out of milk in the morning. They ran out of clean plates. 12. Put away, meaning return something to its proper place. I put away my clothes after ironing. Can you put away the groceries? 13. Turn on, turn off, meaning start or stop electrical appliances. She turned on the kettle. Don't forget to turn off the lights. 14. Wake up, meaning stop sleeping. I woke up to the smell of pancakes. She woke up early to bake pies. 15. Hang out, meaning spend time relaxing. We hung out in the garden all afternoon. Do you want to hang out with us later? 16. Drop off, meaning take someone something to a place. Dad dropped me off at Grandma's. Can you drop off the cake at Auntie's? 17. Clean up, meaning make a place tidy by removing mess. We cleaned up the living room after tea. The kitchen needs to be cleaned up. 18. Show up, meaning arrive somewhere. Uncle Ravi showed up unexpectedly. We were happy when she showed up for dinner. 19. Chill out, meaning relax completely. After lunch, we chilled out with some tea. Let's chill out on the balcony. 20. Catch up with, meaning talk with someone to learn what they've been doing. I caught up with Grandma about school. We caught up with our cousins after dinner. Write down 3 phrasal verbs you liked most and use them in your own sentence in the comments. We'll now repeat 30 easy and natural sentences using the phrasal verbs you just learned. Say each one aloud, slowly, clearly, confidently. Don't worry if you make mistakes. Every try is a step closer to fluency. We set off early in the morning to visit Grandma. We set off early in the morning to visit Grandma. Dad dropped me off at Grandma's house. Dad dropped me off at Grandma's house. I picked up some biscuits from the bakery on the way. I picked up some biscuits from the bakery on the way. My cousins came over right after lunch. My cousins came over right after lunch. Grandma asked me to tidy up the living room. Grandma asked me to tidy up the living room. I love to help out in the kitchen. I love to help out in the kitchen. We get along so well when we're together. We get along so well when we're together. We set up the table with Grandma's best plates. We set up the table with Grandma's best plates. She warmed up the soup before we ate. She warmed up the soup before we ate. I always look after the plants when Grandma goes out. I always look after the plants when Grandma goes out. We ran out of milk, so I went to buy more. We ran out of milk, so I went to buy more. After dinner, we put away the dishes. After dinner, we put away the dishes. Grandma turned on the radio for some music. Grandma turned on the radio for some music. Before leaving, she reminded me to turn off the lights. Before leaving, she reminded me to turn off the lights. I woke up early to help make breakfast. I woke up early to help make breakfast. After chores, we hung out in the garden. After chores, we hung out in the garden. I love just sitting and chilling out on Grandma's swing. I love just sitting and chilling out on Grandma's swing. My uncle showed up with a surprise cake. My uncle showed up with a surprise cake. After tea, we cleaned up the porch together. After tea, we cleaned up the porch together. We sat and caught up about school and life. We sat and caught up about school and life. My little cousin woke up late and missed breakfast. My little cousin woke up late and missed breakfast. Auntie came over to see Grandma's new curtains. Auntie came over to see Grandma's new curtains. I put away the books after reading them to my cousin. I put away the books after reading them to my cousin. Dad dropped off some groceries on the way. Dad dropped off some groceries on the way. We set off for a walk in the park after lunch. We set off for a walk in the park after lunch. I helped Grandma tidy up her sewing corner. I helped Grandma tidy up her sewing corner. She turned on the kettle to make tea. She turned on the kettle to make tea. My cousin ran out of clean clothes, so we did laundry. My cousin ran out of clean clothes, so we did laundry. We laughed, chilled out, and shared family stories. We laughed, chilled out, and shared family stories. Before we left, we all cleaned up the house together. Before we left, we all cleaned up the house together. And that's a wrap on today's English journey. From a warm weekend at Grandma's house to mastering 20 everyday phrasal verbs, you've just added a whole set of new expressions to your toolkit. Now it's your turn. Drop your favorite sentence, phrasal verb, or memory in the comments. Let's chat like native speakers, together, right here on ChatterNest. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a cozy English story.